Hello and welcome to the PaxEx Update, bringing you the top passenger experience news for the week ending August 16th, 2019. Our top story this week comes from Hong Kong, where protests have disrupted flight operations at the airport and mainland regulators are cracking down on hometown carrier Cathay Pacific. With the stock trading near 10-year lows and Beijing still applying pressure, CEO Rupert Hogg is out. It remains a very fluid situation on the ground in Hong Kong and at the airline. Two airlines expanded their fleet types this week, with AirAsia X accepting its first A330neo in its fleet. A very small premium cabin and 365 economy class seats are squeezed in the back. With double-digit fuel efficiency increases versus the classic A330s, the carrier is eyeing a return to Europe in the near term. Virgin Atlantic's first A350-1000 sits at the other end of the spectrum. The carrier is only showing off the exterior so far, however. Images of the new upper-class cabin or the rest of the aircraft interior have not been released. The carrier did indicate that its second destination for the type would be Los Angeles in early 2020, following Newark later this year. Air Canada's A220-300 will launch two new transcon routes in early 2020. The first frame is moving through the final assembly line at Mirabel, featuring Panasonic Avionics IFE and GoGo 2KU Wi-Fi for the 137 seats on board. Delivery is expected before the end of the year. Staying with routes news, Norwegian is dropping its single-aisle transatlantic services in mid-September, blaming the 737 MAX grounding as a key factor in the decision. Southwest Airlines, on the other hand, is resuming growth into Hawaii come January, even with the MAX unavailable. The carrier sacrificed its Newark station to free up the planes headed into the islands. Virtual reality got a boost in the in-flight entertainment space this week. In-Flight VR closed a €2.5 million funding round, while Skylights announced a small trial program with British Airways in first class. Finally, Air France is angling to improve its baggage tracking as it commits to using RFID systems at its Paris hub in 2020 and throughout the rest of its network beyond that. The move follows efforts of partner Delta Airlines from a couple years ago and is in line with IATA's recently adopted resolution endorsing the technology. Keep up on these stories and more all week long at paxex.aero and have a great trip!